Greetings Internet, DDA here with another Top Cut match video. Well, not just any Top Cut match video. The finals between Arvel Rowe and Nate Peters.
Finals part 1.
Part 1, yeah, match 1. These two players, you can see the meta, you know, in this match right here. You know,
Ginyu versus Ginyu, pretty typical. There weren't a lot of Ginyus there, but they both made it to the final.
If you listen closely, you can hear me make a pretty on-point prediction about the winner of this game.
Oh yeah, I think anybody could see it coming up.
We're really excited about, you know, seeing the finals. These players fought through top 16. You know, they fought through 64 players that day to get here, and this is the result of that. You know, best 2 out of 3 and no time limit, so let's see how it unfolds. Here we go, match 1 of the finals, North Kai 2015, Arvel Rowe versus Nate Peters. Ginyu versus Ginyu.
Round 1.
Orange Ginyu on the left, black Ginyu on the right.
Oh, there's Zach.
That's my pretty face.
Video bomb. So he's gonna, wow, great drop here. Both Aura Drill and Devouring Drill, and notice that he actually drops.
Yeah, chose not to level.
Yeah, he wants to use his level 1 power. He actually forgot to power up. Looks like Arvel has Black Swirl,
Oh, there he goes.
Black Scout Maneuver, and Black Defensive Burst in his hand right now. So Black Scout Maneuver, a great card. Yep, he's gonna go in. He wants to use that Scout Maneuver. He's gonna start with his power. So actually, Nate times here before he has a chance to get the ally. Big mistake here. You know, it probably definitely affected the way Arvel is thinking about this ally search ability right now.
Yeah, he's probably thinking about maybe Frieza.
I think Ginyu's gonna
possibly
win.
even Jace for another attack, but that doesn't matter so much.
I think Piccolo's gonna make a comeback, man.
They're gonna get bored.
Greetings, Internet. Didier here. I am now Captain Obvious.
I am Captain Obvious.
DDA's prediction of Ginyu winning this Ginyu versus Ginyu.
Just come out here.
Alright, so Nate gonna shoot off his power. So he can just sit happy-go-lucky right now, knowing that time is floating on the field.
Do any setup he wants to.
So he's gonna pull out Birder, probably, you know, trying to bait the opponent into maybe some removal cards he has in his hand, or some removal cards he inevitably gets.
My camera that's all duct tape, man.
You know, if you're gonna lose one of your allies, might as well be Birder.
Black Scout Maneuver?
Black Scout early in the game. Going to be able to choose any card he wants. Right out of his opponent's deck.
Looks like Nate has Wall Breaker and Energy Absorption and Nappa in his hand right now. Arvel makes a great call going straight for the orange stare down. It gives orange a lot of control, and let's not forget, it's a pretty powerful attack. I think it does, what is it, 5 or 4 life card? A lot of damage, you know, strong attack, strong removal. Great call with Black Scout Maneuver.
Gets all 3 of them too.
Yeah, if you look at the booster packs. Read inside the flag. It's the same equation they used to have in the old game. It's a giant algebra equation.
So Birder, the fastest ally, is on the field right now, the quickest to come and the quickest to leave. No. Shooting off the Wall Breaker, good to lock the opponent in the mirror match. You know, if you have the option to level and your opponent cannot level, you definitely have an advantage over them, you know, in the mirror matchup.
My mastery?
That's it. Everybody goes and gets a pie.
Shooting off his mastery. Great decision here because he's going to remove that Time as a Warrior's tool. Does not want that sitting out. So it looks like Nate drew into Overpowering Attack, which is just a 100% aggressive card for Ginyu. If you draw that, yep, he's going to initiate. Arvel draws into a Visiting the Past, Black Swirl, yep, and Overhead Blast.
Yeah, and you get a free random card.
He's going to start off with his power here.
said you gotta put your name and address on one of the game cards?
No.
Getting out Jace, going straight for aggression.
Yeah, he's already got Birder out, so we're going to capitalize on it by giving himself another attack.
Got a UR for
He's really hoping that, you know, he entered early on Ginyu. That's, you know, entering early on Ginyu is his main weakness. If you let him set up too long, he's going to have overwhelm the field with allies. So you're going to want to put pressure on him early, and he's really banking on Arvel having drawn into some unusable cards.
An honest cheater. It's a good look.
So he's going to take the damage.
2, that's 1 life card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Lots of damage. You know, Birder laying on the hate, his mastery, and the aura drill. Everything's just adding up to be a ton of damage right now.
Arvel's looking to try. He has no more allies out on the field. He does. Still got some stages though.
Yeah, he said that. Top 16.
His power.
Power?
So gonna shoot off his power. That brings him to 1 above 0. He gets out Goldo.
Needs the defense this round. He's getting hurt already. He needs something to block these attacks. Maybe fight back.
He does have that swirl in his hand, so he can, you know, maybe get a lucky call blocking with Goldo. But, you know, I think Nate's sitting on that overpowering attack in his hand, so we might see some double Goldo action. Using energy absorption to stop it. Having Jace gain the stages, always a good play. You know, he wants to stay low. He wants his allies to take control. And, you know, Jace needs to pay 2 every combat to use his power. Shooting off the overpowering attack, you know, both Ginyu players having Goldo on the field. It just becomes who uses Goldo first.
So people aren't exhausted, you know.
Always start earlier than 11.
Yeah, we would start earlier. We'd start like at 9.
Nate just putting a lot of pressure on Arvel right now. You know, this overpowering attack is coming at him. It's going to do a lot of damage.
He's got Birder, he's got his mastery. He's got Jace waiting.
If he doesn't use Goldo here, he may just hit critical and discard him anyway.
It's a clock tower. You can wander in and out any. They're not going to do that.
It didn't seem like they were paying very great attention.
They only had like 4 people that worked.
Yeah, he's going to block with the Goldo. I mean, critical damage would just discard him. He can't take that chance. So he knows his opponent has Goldo.
Expecting to face the pass accessories. I get 1 bad matchup and you just snowball because everybody who's got the pass matchup against the blues that are beating them.
Naming Orange Uppercut.
Orange Uppercut, you know, just really trying to not die this combat.
Kind of just like call a card and maybe in his hand.
And he knows Jace was coming at him, so he really just didn't want to face an uppercut. And if that happened, then we're talking about maybe 3 more attacks after this one, so good call.
But now he's getting hurt. He's got Goldo's power, Birder, and his mastery, all powering up Jason's attack here.
And Aura Drill.
Oh, and Aura Drill as well, yeah. Goldo's definitely gone.
My mastery?
Shooting off the mastery by discarding the visiting here, you know, snagging Nappa. He's not going to get the discard, but just assuming
Black foreshadowing?
a foreshadowing,
He's gonna
responding with a sphere. Oh yes, he's going to keep that card in his hand, rightfully so.
Alright.
So he doesn't have the stages to do that, you know, hefty costing, overpowering attack from his hand, dropping down a visiting and black smoothness drill.
pretty good draw, keeping a corruption in his hand as well.
See, I'm not sure if I would have discarding the visiting for his mastery, because he could have 2 visiting out right now.
Up until then, I still didn't realize Hyper Defense could redo what you chose. I thought it was the top. Oh. I was like,
So it looks like dodge and aggressive assault.
Like, you don't gain it for instance, idiot. And he's like, oh, did you forget the physical blocks? And I was like, wait, what?
Offensive aggression. Can't remember what that card is. The one that does multiple stuff. Multiple energy attacks.
Not an orange player.
So he's going to drop down the Devouring and level to 2. Well, he's going to drop down the Drill and with Devouring level to 2. He has 3 anger on the field right now. He doesn't really like that hand, so he'll pass.
I'm never going to win.
So it looks like Overhead Blast,
I
Corruption.
did worse than last year. My
You're always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Dude, I know.
Pass, banish your top two.
Last year I went to like 4
Gonna
weddings,
banish
best
cards.
man. I cost so much money.
Not. I might have kept Corruption there. You know, Nate is just laying on the hate with the energy
Having that
attacks.
energy block in his hand would be very good for Jace's power, Ginyu's power, or many other energies that I'm sure he has.
He does have Visiting the Past in play, so he can fetch some defense with that.
In his hand, we can also see he has an energy stopper of his own.
Yeah, so Nate has Orange Energy Guard, Mini Ball, looks like Orange Dodge.
That mini ball is going to hurt right now if it
At
hits.
least it wasn't in the car.
It wasn't in the car this
Eating
time.
his sausage, talking about it.
And Arvel just got rid of his energy stopper.
So he's gonna Visiting when entering, you know, grabbing the time. That's probably why he dropped the defense there.
Alright.
So good play to remove the Smoothest Drill, the
Doesn't
extra
want-
card advantage.
Yeah.
Too much for black. I mean, when that card is on the field, Ginyu, you know, he's certainly not leveling with Wallbreaker on him.
Still sitting in 0 anger. Still has not removed that. It's been sitting there almost all game.
Really surprising that black, you know, doesn't remove Wallbreaker. Everything does 2 extra damage.
I'll take it for free.
I can go buy power pack.
Orange just being really defensive, you know, with the Goldo and the great defense from the orange cards.
Bubbles for 5.
Oh, you drive a hard bargain, I accept.
Hey, Rokai, if he comes out, I want him to have his card power he had.
Yeah.
Ulti.
He's really limited on stages here, so
He's got to think about everything he does.
Withering Fire, great play here to severely reduce Nate's damage on him.
They said it was going to start in like 10 minutes. And I had no idea.
Looks like he's at 2 anger, so of course he's gonna shoot off his power, gaining 3 anger, 1 for each Ginyu Force ally, jumping to level 3. A great increase in power here.
Yep, using time, of course, for one and all.
Black doesn't have much answers to the board, especially when it comes to allies. So being at level 3 Ginyu in the mirror matchup, stopping criticals from affecting your allies is huge.
Opposed to his fake friends?
They're called the Dragons.
So, you know, now that he's timed, he has, you know, time to be able to go on the offensive,
Hopefully
and
try to get some attacks of his own. Maybe remove that wall breaker filing.
he's got to take advantage of what he has.
Should have done house rules ally uniqueness. Like
No.
that would have been
That'd be really bad. It'd be bad for the entire
Jace
team.
for 6.
I'm sorry, you already have.
So he's going to
Jace
shoot
out.
off the dodge, shuffling the drill.
Another stopper. Arvel just cannot get a break.
Always got Yoko.
So, I mean, right now, Mini Ball would be great if he didn't time. Because he used Goldo, everything's doing, you know, an extra 5 life cards and 4 power stages. It really sucks that Arvel used time.
Mulberry is a tree. Cool.
Really good for him.
You're fine.
You know what? You are in
He's
Kuwabara.
going for another energy. Can't have that many stoppers, right?
Using the last bit of his stages to push out a overpowered blast, overhead blast.
Really wants this crit effect.
He does have a card he could also ditch to activate a crit effect. So lots of endurance on Orange's side always. Will he ditch the card? No, it doesn't look like he's going to. Passing all around.
Yep.
Black searching technique, I mean, really valuable if he can use it before he gets allies on the field. It, you know, Nate is already has a real strong advantage over there. Dropping down Frieza.
Let's grab some beers, get the pool, hang out.
He's gonna rejuvenate the mini ball. Got a foreshadowing, another overpowering attack, and a swipe. A really good hand on Arvel's side.
Probably looking to enter now, of course. Maybe even this out a little bit. It's hard to tell how much life he's got there in his deck.
So he is going to enter. It looks
Now
like
shuffling,
he
you can
has...
see it. It's still pretty good.
Looks like Nate has, an orange uppercut. Is that orange restraint? I know it's a physical block. A PowerPoint. So he's going to searching technique, take out 6 endurance. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. He's going to try to just beat him down. Orange has a lot of endurance. Trying to get rid of some of it.
But in a cooler, it might have lasted a while.
That's pretty true.
So it's really almost like he did 8 damage there with that searching technique. Shooting off orange uppercut, a great card, always for orange, card advantage, lots of damage.
Almost like it, isn't it? They've just been sitting in my basement for months. I should have brought all the movies too. I have all the movies.
You should have brought the person that's
Yeah,
in your basement for months too.
Yeah.
I could have. I really should.
So he has plenty of stages to pay that 3 costing energy with. It gains him in anger, and if it hits, he will get cards back into his deck.
Bojack,
You mean you don't like Bio Brawler?
So Arvel stops it with the finger block, shooting off his power. Hey, that finger block gave him enough stages for that. Well, not enough, but stacked him.
I have no allies. That's just like...
No allies left. Obviously, it's late game.
It's looking a little small.
Everything has been searched out. Coming down to the wire here. Shooting off Jace, lots of damage.
All the modifiers. Good thing he has a block.
Nothing else I can do there.
Looks like Ginyu's having a rough one.
Yeah. See, this one, like he like depends how you look at it.
Looks like Nate has possibly
Hey, let me tell you
3 more attacks in his hand. He has the stages for all of them. Overpowering attack, his last ditch effort here.
Trying to get an ally from the discard pile, of course.
It's
'cause
really,
they're all there.
it's really sad that he looks to be 2 above 0, so I don't think he's going to be able to use this ally.
That's what I was thinking. Elling or B? What?
What? Lyndon B. Johnson.
That's who Cullen was in a former life. Was he assassinated
So
president?
whover wins is using the gift card to go to kill it by the top 16 shots, right?
Yes.
That's so
How much?
I'm just saying.
It's supposed to be.
Supposed to be. What you do with it, you can do whatever
So
you want.
7 life cards and 4 power stages. Lots of damage.
Man, those attacks are hurting.
Yep, he fetches 1. I knew he had 1 left in there. I think that's his only one that he has, though. But, great card for orange Ginyu when you can just play, and utilize the modifiers over and over. Just think about a modifier as every time you use it, it's that much extra damage. Just keep timesing it, multiplying it over and over again.
Now he's low enough to use Ginyu, though. Or, no. Goldo, rather.
Dude, these cards are 6 and 1.
Did you wipe the cards or you wiped them?
So he's going to shoot off Jace, try to crit an ally,
No, he wants the full.
try to crit, get that frickin'... Oh, he can't crit an
He has
ally,
level 3 power.
but he can remove Wall Breaker.
Early game.
Yep.
Hey, there it goes.
Finally, all game sitting there. Still zero anger.
Like 3 years ago.
That level advantage is really hurting him right now.
Come back.
They're perfect fits with clear dragon shields.
I don't know why they're
I actually, you hit it.
So lots of damage.
I'm blocked for Goldo.
Lots and lots of damage coming at him right now.
Shadowing.
Energy, different types. Probably got all of them.
Foreshadowing, showing its potential late game, 6 unstoppable damage, quote unquote, which, is unaffected by endurance. So really good against orange, lots of damage. There's 1 endurance already. There's another endurance.
Also giving him a bunch of stages to soak up any damage.
Impending death that's about to happen. Lots of damage.
Not going to save him, though.
Yep, Arvel knows that it's game over. He doesn't have the endurance. He can't endure that attack. So what a great match between these two, Ginyu players. The clash of the colors, orange and black. Great match. Orange just showing the potential of the Devouring Drill leveling, early and overwhelming the field with his allies. Getting that wall breaker on him, so there was no shenanigans from the discard pile. Just pushing out every one of his attacks there were doing like more than 10 damage. And
all those modifiers that he had was just wrecking him.
Just sick.
Adding up,
Sick
critting him
modifiers.
over and over again. He couldn't keep his allies out to help him. He was just completely overwhelmed. Didn't have the shot.
So yeah, I mean, you guys, mostly you know who wins this. So after this first match, we can only imagine what the second 2 matches are going to be like. So stay tuned.